No, you kept calling it a Mercedes because that's what it is to you. You love a Mercedes. You love Apple. These are your brands. You, the consumer, you own these. I know Doug and Bill think they own the company, and they do. But the customer owns the brand. It's their brand. It's their Apple. It's their Mercedes. It's their Gucci. Gary, what's that? It's not even in English. It's just the color. And there you go. You see, there it is in Italian. And all around the world, everywhere you go, it's the same. And that brand power, that brand equity, is driven into that brand across the planet. Next slide. This is a nameplate. It's just a nameplate. And yet you know that's one of the oldest brands on the planet. What I'm showing you here today are from the top 50 most valuable brands in the world. Now, I don't know for sure, but I've been watching you for the past couple of days, and I'm kind of new to the company. I kind of think Vault's on path to join this elite group of And the brand is not that logo. Let's go to the next one. What's that? Good. It isn't even a logo. It's just a little lizard that they manufactured in a computer. He runs around, he has an Australian accent. He's the cutest guy. I love him. But what is he? What is he? He's just, it's their brand. Why? Some marketing guy, a long time ago said, hey, how are we going to compete with Allstate? How do we compete with State Farm and Farmers? These big, powerful insurance companies. He said, I know, let's be funny. Let's just be funny. We'll do the opposite of the fear campaign. So they have the caveman, they have the lizard, they have the little pig going down the zip line.
Yeah. I love that.
I love that pig. I love that pig. They just love that. They want, you just want to hug him. Now, what is the Geico tagline? Who knows it? At the end of the commercial, they always say, you look at that. You can write the commercials. 15 minutes will save you 15%. All they do is show you something funny, and then they say their tagline, and you have it. It's indelibly imprinted upon your psyche. All right? Now, that isn't the brand. Here's another one. Exactly. This is, for West designers, that's a very corny brand, but that works. It is a great brand. When you walk into a KFC in Italy, you know what to expect. You go into Tallahassee, you know what to expect. Because the brand isn't the logo. The brand is not the name of the company. The brand is what you have all been experiencing, what I've been witnessing for the past couple of days. It's the charm, the wonder, the magic, the mystery of the brand that you convey in your parties, that you talk about when you come to these meetings. It's the tears and the laughter you see upon this stage. That's the Vault brand. And brand communications are just as important as the product. You have to have a very good product, and today it has to be really good. Social media will kill you in the blogs if you don't have a good product. You have to have a good company, good people, business tactics. That's the second part. And the third part, you have to have powerful, effective, integrous brand messaging. So that's why Matt was saying what he was saying. You can't blow out the brand like Daimler Chrysler. You can't mess with the brand. It's the customer who owns that brand. Next slide. How many flew in here on Thursday and you were tired, you've been on the plane all day, and oh my gosh, you walked into the casino and the bells and the whistles and you just wanted something, and there it was, that Starbucks logo. My cappuccino! My cappuccino! Yeah. Next slide. What's that? All All right, I turned it upside down and I painted it pink. Next slide. And you still recognized it. Next slide, Gary. That's it. If you buy if you live in Honduras and you buy a McDonald's franchise, pink might be the best color there. You might sell more hamburgers for a while. But ultimately, you can't change those arches. You pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for a McDonald's franchise so you can have the right to sell the hamburgers. But you have to display yellow arches. You have to display the brand collateral, the logo, everything the way the company has designed it. And there's good reason. That is a very valuable brand. It costs $400,000 or $500,000 just for the right to do it. And that's what will happen with a well-managed Vault brand. The power of that brand will increase for all of you. It may be that in Tallahassee, if you take the brand and you do something there, you might sell a few more jeans for a few weeks or a few more months. But ultimately, if you bring down the quality and the integrity of the brand anywhere, it brings it down in general all over. Next slide, Gary. Slide. All right. These are the brands I'm talking about. These are among the top 50 brands on the planet. I think you're headed there. I don't know how soon, but it's pretty fast. But you do, Vault is now going to get control of the brand equity. And they will maintain and develop and protect the brand. I can't give you specific details, but ultimately, and Doug believes we're going to be able to present this in March. So I'll say I think we're going to present this to you in March. Although I've done this before, it takes a lot of time. But anyway, we'll work very, very hard to present this in March. We'll have on your VFC back end, you'll go to the back office, and there'll be a section for the brand collateral brand management. I think Matt was mentioning that. We will design, you'll have the logo, the usage, there'll be fonts, how to use them, the color palette, RGB, CMYK, it's all there for you. Strict parameters, what you can do, what you can't do. We'll have copy, we'll have press releases, we'll have graphics, photography, all of the things that you can use to build a brand. We will sell you, like we have the DVD and the brochure, there'll be collateral you can buy at just absolutely the lowest price. But you'll have some kind of usage rights which are yet to be determined. Just like McDonald's and Geico and Mercedes-Benz, if you have a Mercedes-Benz dealership, there are things you can do and things you can't do to change the brand. And that's where Vault's going, right up to that top 50. Well, thank you very much for your time. If you see me walking around in the next 2 days and you want a little further clarification, just come up and talk to me. All right, thank you.
Welcome to the stage.